The Rangers could be adding from within come trade deadline. Is your colleague Molly Walker confirming a report from Emily Kaplan this week about Filip Chytil coming back to New York from Czechia after rehabbing? Any new information there? Any timetable possibly on a return, if there is one?
No, I had written actually last week that after Philip had posted a picture on his Instagram account of him on the ice with his trainer and Yager, that it seemed to me that this was an indication that he was going to be back. But I don't know. I would think it's November 2nd. We're coming up on 3 months. I think from what I can understand, I think he went back home more to get support for his mental well-being. His being surrounded by his family and his friends and a familiar environment, and after having uh, skated on his own day after day after day at the training facility where he's sort of segregated from the team. Um, so I think his mental state is probably a lot better than it was when he went over, when he went back home. I would expect that is going to be cleared for full contact within a fairly short time. Again, it's been nearly 3 months. So I would expect him to start skating with the team coming out of the All-Star break. Um, what that means, I don't know. When doctors will clear him for full return, I don't know. But the more the quicker the better for everybody's sake. If Philip has decided that he's going to play, and it certainly seems that way, then let's find out. Let's find out if he can play.
Absolutely. It's a big loss that they had only 10 games into the year.
Yeah.
Looking to definitely get him back. It was a guy that, showed a lot last season as well.
Oh, for sure. Listen, he was their second line center. He was their second line center, and he hadn't scored a goal, but Panarin and Lafreniere were flying just the way they've been flying with Trocheck up until the last little while. But not only so they lose Hedel, but then they bump up Trocheck, so their third line center really became a fourth line center. They just and that's on them too. They didn't have enough depth down the middle, and unfortunately, Edstrom, who came up, played one game, looked pretty good, has been hurt. So that's been a missed opportunity for them to get a look at Edstrom
All right.
over
Well,
the
look at
next 2 weeks.
speaking
Yeah.
of bigger players, looking ahead to the summer, guys like Chris Kreider and Jacob Trouba's full no move change to a modified no trade clause. It's a tough question, but can you see either of them getting moved in the summer?
Can we wait till the playoffs?
That's true. That's a good one. I'll give you that one. It felt like it had to be asked, but you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, I appreciate you taking the time for coming on Forever Blue Shirts, and
Sure thing.
thanks again for joining us.
Sure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.